Boston here. Let's start with Joe Person for the first question and then go to JB Ricks.
Hey, Trey, just wondered if kind of talking about the 98-yard play from Jones.
Yeah.
Wonder what was more frustrating about that, the fact that it was similar to a play they had run and popped on you in Tampa.
Yep.
What Rasul just said, that you guys in the huddle, it seemed like Shaq had identified what was coming.
Yeah. We knew what was coming. Somebody, we didn't do our job up front. We allowed to just bust through. I got to help make that tackle, get him down, line us up one more time at least. But just bust out for 98. That's us hurting ourselves. If we know what's going to happen and then we still don't do our job, that's on us.
Point to a lot of different turning points in any game, but when a guy goes 98, does that seem to take the wind out of the?
It does. It does damage. I mean, no matter if you want to be, truthful or not. Around the league, we've seen Derrick Henry do it numerous times, and we see how those games go. And we try to do a good job of not allowing it to affect us. But as bad things happen over and over and over again. It just was not our day.
Hey, Trey, JB here from Spectrum News 1. Thanks so much for taking out the time. There was a lot of talk going into this game about the third quarter insufficiencies and just not getting it done in that specific quarter. I mean, how disappointing is it for you guys to have a second half performance like this, knowing and being able to pinpoint that specific quarter as something that where you guys have to play better at, and then to put that type of performance out there on the field today?
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, this was not our day. We're used to being in fights, being in the game throughout the game. And third quarter, we didn't take a good job of. We had the opportunities there. We didn't execute. And for us, we got to do better. That's offense, defense, special teams, all of us, individuals. We just got to do better as a team.
How much were you guys listening to Matt Rule, because he expressed that this was unacceptable and everybody needed to take accountability? Your thoughts on that, as far as sharing that same sentiment that this is not acceptable as far as Panthers football?
Yeah, I'm right with him. It was not. I'll say even on myself, on my performance today, it's unacceptable for us to go out there again. Like I just said, we're a team who's in the game regardless, no matter who we play. And for us to go out there and get beat like that by these guys, for us, we know we're better than that. We know what we're capable of. And, we got to go out there. We got to play good ball. And we got to do it each and every week. Some guys don't want that challenge, but we want that challenge. We want the challenge of going out there each and every week and having to play your best ball. I mean, that's what we got to do.
Let's go to Chris Jenkins and then Steve Reed.
Hey, Trey, Rasul spoke about not having the same energy that he normally has out there because he was, kind of being disappointed with his play. Could you feel that from Rasul out there about his energy level being different?
I did not. I mean, I obviously, one thing about Zul is he's gonna be hard on himself. That's something that we take pride in our secondary. We don't mind being it's my fault guy, man. We hold ourselves to such a high standard, for us, to come out there and not play our best. It doesn't sit right with us. It allows us as men to say that, it's on us. For me, I don't like anytime one of my guys says that. For me, I feel like it all falls on my shoulders. I got to be better for us. I didn't see that in Zul. He said, I think that his energy went down when he stopped making plays or when plays were made, and I didn't see it. I saw a guy who was focusing in, trying to get to, focus on his 111. And for me, I think, as a unit, we have to do better. We got to pick each other up. It's not just one guy. So for me, that's what I would say on that.
Trey, Rasul was also saying after the game that Shaq basically didn't hold any punches with his speech to you guys. Can you address what he talked about? And just, what that means when, your defensive leader steps up and has something to say to guys.
Yeah, I mean, you just wanted to let us know, like, man, we got to, everybody has to buy in. Right now we're at a part of the season where this organization has been through seasons where we've lost 6, 7, 8 games in a row. And, where do we want to go with this? Where do we want to go as a team? And a team that's coached up by Matt Rule, we refuse to accept it. We refuse to accept it. And that was, some of what Shaq was saying. We got to buy into everything. It's the little details. We got to go in each and every day knowing that we got to do our job. And if we get the details settled in, we play good ball, we can be a great team, man. And it's obviously, tougher than, just being said, but we have the capability.
All right, let's go to Deshaun Brown for the last question before we let Trey go.
Trey, you somewhat answered this, as you said, your last point, but I wanted to ask, a lot of the things that guys are saying they need to do better in terms of just executing sound like mental issues. How do you address that? As one of the veterans, how do you get guys to clean up some of the mental mistakes in terms of execution?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to sit them down. With a lot of guys, it's going to take experience. It's going to take reps. It's going to take getting beat a few times for them to see it. And it's the next play where they make the interception. It's the next play where they make the big play because, they've been through that experience. For others, we got to get them to learn through others' experiences. So for us, we just got to do a good job of seeing what's wrong. Being tough on ourselves while watching film and knowing that, hey, these are the plays that we can make. These, it's nothing special. Again, when it's mental, it's going back to the chalkboard and dialing in and learning how to focus in even more because when we do, we're a dangerous team.
All right, guys, we need to let him go. Trey, we appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate y'all.